The following podcast is an ATW View Impromptu.
Eric, good to see you. Everybody, welcome to an ATW View Impromptu. This is WrestleMania Week hype, all the excite, all the delight, all the insight, all the inquire, and everything else that could be happening here, recorded tonight. So, Eric, first off, good to see you. How you feeling that we are now in the ultimate week of professional wrestling?
Well, let's see. The wrestling community is on fire. Let's be real about that.
I mean, when are they not on fire? But this would be the time to be on fire more than ever. I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah, especially things that happened since our last ATW view.
Yeah, our last ATW view impromptu, which again, the wrestling industry, there is no rest. But I figured, why not and get something going with this Monday night ahead of all the rest. So I just literally figured, shoot the breeze, talk all the events, talk everything in between, react to Raw if they actually give the match order, and also maybe get some insight on Cindy G and her live experience going in. Speaking of which, let's bring her in. Gang, good to see you. We just came off James Hebert's watch party. Again,
Yes,
folks, go
we
check
did.
that out. It is a unique crowd, to say the least.
It's a very unique crowd. If y'all still want to go ahead and watch the Raw WrestleMania party, it's on James Hebert's screen on his YouTube channel. Y'all go ahead and check it out. Me and Noah just got watch done off of there.
There you go. Cindy, good to see you.
Yo.
Cindy!
It's your time.
Hey,
It's your time, pal. This is your week. Are you
I
ready?
know.
Are you
I'm
excited?
in my bed right now, resting because I got a long driving to do this week.
Right.
You
Oh,
get
I
to
bet
see
you
Vikingo.
So I got my night one ticket for Mania. I'm excited.
Good.
Did you get your night two, or you just getting night
I'm
one
gonna get
so
my
far?
night two tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. So it sounds like
Yeah.
you're gonna get your night two tomorrow. So you're definitely gonna be up in the nosebleeds, but at least you'll be there to acknowledge your travel
It doesn't
chief,
even
and of
matter,
course,
you know,
see
I'll
Cody
be like,
Rhodes.
I'm there.
Okay. There's just one important thing we need to know, Cindy.
Yes.
Will you attempt to meet Lex?
I'm gonna try and meet him, but he's gonna be like with his friends though, which is
Exactly.
understandable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. As this Raw has literally been hyping up every match, we got all the stories ahead and so much more. So let's just go dive right into it. We'll start with, of course, I don't know all y'all's watch routine, but we got Impact Wrestling Multiverse, we got Josh Millet's Bloodsport and Kota Ibushi. We got the ROH Supercard of Honor, we got the Hall of Fame, we got WrestleMania, we got NXT Stand and Deliver, we got everything else in between from everybody else in the wrestling industry. So let's go ahead and just start right with it. Eric, where do you want to begin?
Okay. Let's start with the obvious. Oh, are you all hyped? It looks like CM Punk's coming back. Never mind.
Hold that thought. Because tomorrow on the sessions with Renee Paquette, Mox is going to tell it all.
I'm gonna
Yes.
listen to it when I'm
Yes.
getting my car washed.
Oh, I'm definitely listening to this.
I'm listening to
When I
that.
get my
4
car
o'clock.
washed,
Well, 4 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Central.
There you go. You
Mhm.
can only imagine
Okay.
what the man's going to disclose. What you thought would be your season finale for AWL Access still might be. We're going to get an in-depth insight from Jon Moxley.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Mhm.
Speaking of which, I was actually reading up on AWL Access. Of course, we will also Zoom and engage with Wednesday night after this Dynamite. Apparently, the first episode is going to be about Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Eric, you know exactly what moment I'm talking about.
The injury.
The injury.
Yeah.
It's going to be all the sandbagging. And no TK and his involvement and discretion, lack of direction, all that crazy stuff. It's like, okay. Well, that's
Yeah.
All right.
You want to know what they could be doing with AEW All Access eventually?
What?
Let's just make a season dedicated to Eddie Kingston addressing his enemies.
Is that would that be
Oh,
TV,
yeah.
would that be TV friendly?
I don't think that'll be
AEW has been. Well, WBD has been cracking down on AEW's profanity.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, again, you might be, be on TV per team, but you still have to have standards on public media. Just saying. All right.
I'm like, they already had a limit, like, the whole don't smoke or we'll kick you off the air. But you can say the S word, you can say a whole bunch of other stuff. But we have to draw the line with with some cigars.
Exactly. Austin Fury, no one sees you right now in this promo, but John Cena will see you this Saturday in the opener. Austin Fury sets the pace for this year's WrestleMania. Pressure times 100.
How about times 200?
I mean,
actually, you should increase that because remember how his year has gone so far? It's been a disaster after another.
Oh yeah, so 300 then. Yep.
I mean, he just defended the United States Championship against the 16-time world champion, former one of the most prolific United States of all time.
Yeah.
So, anyways, CM Punk looks like he's coming back, and then he said, "I'm going to shoot myself in the foot."
Because you are an idiot.
And then, yep. But like I said, Mox will tell about that Instagram post tomorrow.
But you realize what this means, right?
What does this mean?
What?
The FTR has to be gone now.
I don't know.
No, I don't
like. But the window's now more open to that possibility.
Maybe, but again, FTR, they did an all or nothing. Beat the Guns or we're done.
Yeah, but you do realize this is AEW, and we still live in a world where Cody Rhodes could never challenge for the AEW World Title again.
Well, that just means that the Guns are going to be the generation team to lead AEW Tag Division going forward.
I'm gonna say Cody shot himself in the foot for that one. If I'm being like brutally honest, Cody shot himself in the foot for that one.
Yeah, he even admits like he kind of wishes he never did that, and I was just like, then turn heel and just revoke your own statement, like you're an EVP, man.
Yeah, you had all the momentum. You was even leaning towards to being a heel, but then you stopped yourself from doing that.
Exactly.
Actually, Cody later said, like, oh, that promo where I said, what do you guys want to talk about? All that leading up to my final match. Oh, I was a heel. You just didn't know. And I was just like,
well, you fooled me then.
Well, that's a thing.
I'm going to say John Cena's going to beat him, but I doubt it because...
Oh, we have a guest.
John Cena needs to chase the IC title.
That's Matt, of course. Hello, Matt. Welcome to first time ever to
Hey, Matt, how's it going? This is my moderator / my brother from TikTok.
Just helping Russell out.
Hey, you know what? It's all about family here. It's all about looking out for one another. It's also about discussing everything and all things wrestling, as we just got done. Basically talking about CM Punk being an idiot. And also, Austin Fury just gave his last, let's just say what it is, proclamation. He says it's not going to be a Fury that I beat Cena at WrestleMania. All right, we'll see.
I have Cena win it and have Bron Breakker. Oh, Cena does his open challenge on Monday, and then have Bron Breakker come out, defeat Cena for the US title. Boom, that's how you make Bron Breakker on the main roster.
That's a hell of an endorsement, a way to really flip the script.
Oh, speaking
for real. I mean, since Bobby Lashley ain't doing nothing at WrestleMania.
True.
That's a damn crime, by the way. That Bobby Lashley and LA Knight are doing nothing at WrestleMania.
They reportedly have a backup plan. There is rumors that they might have a plan for Bobby Lashley. LA Knight, he's been left in the dust. But I did hear something about Carmelo Hayes, what he said about NXT.
What?
Basically, he has done the presidential promise.
The presidential promise.
He said this: if I win the NXT championship, you will say no more to the rainbow design of the belt.
Oh, yeah.
I can get behind that.
So you're going to go to the black and gold? Yeah, I can get behind that too. If he's going back to the black and gold.
If he's going back to the pure black and gold, I'll bring it out the closet and bring it back on presentation. That actually might make me care about watching the weekly product more,
Me too.
Yes.
That's just a thought. Well, let's go ahead and just, since you brought that into collision, let's go ahead and talk about Stand and Deliver. Because Cindy, are you going to go actually see that live, or do you have any thoughts towards that show? I don't know if she's frozen or not. No, she's thinking.
Yeah.
With her
Sure.
agenda and her budget.
Yeah, I know. It's like,
Right.
it's gonna be an insane weekend, you know.
You're gonna be broke, girl. You're gonna be broke.
Lots of merch and lots of other stuff. Yeah, you're gonna be broke.
Even if a tailgater purchase prices, you're gonna be broke. But anyway, all right. So King opened things up with the CM Punk debacle. King, where do you stand on this WrestleMania week hype? What do you want to talk about? The Cody Rhodes reference. So what do you want to talk about?
I'm glad you brought that in there, even though we're not going to segue into that yet. But since I updated you guys with the card, we might as well get this out of the way. Supercard of Honor on Friday.
Yes.
Like, can we just say the fact that it's now a competition between Ring of Honor Tony Khan and AEW Tony Khan at this rate? Because the booking between both of them, it's basically, and I keep trying to tell people this, when you give no time restrictions on Tony, especially with Ring of Honor, especially being it on Honor Club, the man is a whole different animal. It's a whole different beast than what we're seeing in AEW. Because AEW has time restrictions and it has to meet those time restrictions. But the way how he's got the card, because you got the Embassy taking on AR Fox, Blake Christian, and Metalik. Then you have Samoa Joe defending the ROH World Television title against Mark Briscoe.
And boy.
Then you got the Reach for the Sky ladder match with Aussie Open, The Kingdom, Top Flight, Rush and Jalistico, and the Lucha Bros. Then you have Vikingo and Commander for the AAA championship.
Yep.
And then you have, they actually did it like you talked about, Wheeler Yuta defending the ROH Pure Championship against Katsuyori Shibata.
Yep.
And then you have Claudio Castagnoli defending the Ring of Honor Championship against Eddie Kingston. Can Eddie Kingston be like the one with honor? Can he become the new Ring of Honor champion? Because Claudio said you got to be a champion with honor, and Eddie doesn't have that. But he has a different type of honor that just don't fit that Ring of Honor mold, which is what, like, I'm glad that he brought that up. Which I'm like, can Eddie be the one to lead Ring of Honor as their world champ?
It's not out of the realm of possibility considering he's quit AEW, even if it's work or not, because I heard that's supposed to be, the Ortiz thing is supposed to pick up. What if Ortiz confronts Eddie Kingston in Ring of Honor? But Eddie Kingston hasn't held a championship since 2019. Cindy doesn't have to write that down either. Also, that does need to be brought down. Side tangent. Congratulations to the one with legs for days, Stacy Keibler, going into the WWE Hall of Fame.
Congrats.
Made official by Bleacher Report. Underrated, maybe, but she definitely had one impact to say the least. So congratulations to Stacy Keibler, now joining the Great Muta and Rey Mysterio and Andy Kaufman, and that's this year's Hall of Fame class 2023. I gotta imagine there's gonna be one more inductee before the week's out, probably on the bump or something.
So you gotta have a celebrity wing, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, Dana Warrior will be there too.
Oh yeah, the Warrior Award. You gotta have that
Warrior
one too.
Award. I forgot about that actually.
Yeah, and they haven't even announced who's going to be part of the Warrior Award.
I can't even think of anybody that could be for that, honestly.
I have nobody comes to mind that I know of.
So Cindy, Cindy, what's your thoughts on Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor? You're going to be attending that live, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. First time. I'm really looking forward to it.
Is there a particular match you're looking forward to, or a result that you think is going to happen? Like, give your overall.
I'm looking forward to Joe versus Mark Briscoe for the television title. The Reach for the Sky ladder match is going to be a banger after a bang.
Duh.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to, and also curious about the ROH tag title belt design.
You think they're not going to keep the classic titles?
You think they're going to keep the classic tag team titles?
I mean, they're gonna have to retire the title because the current title is on because the
Because
last
of Jay.
yeah.
Just like they did with the TNT title with Brody Lee. Yep, I get where you're coming from, Cindy. I really do.
Yeah.
That makes sense. You're right. That makes sense.
So it has to like either they're gonna have to change the strap color like they did with the TNT title or recreate a new design. Yeah.
Do you have any idea what
it's going to be interesting what they do.
Considering all the titles are silver and red.
I would say with the old ROH title and modify it a bit to make it modern.
Well, maybe like, adjust the logo to be the new logo now for Ring of Honor. I mean, so they could do something like that, but they still have the classic Ring of Honor Television Championship, and they haven't remoted that. You wonder if Mark Briscoe wins, would that be remoted maybe into something else?
Mm-hmm.
Eric, any thoughts on the Supercard of Honor pay-per-view? Any Kingston, Clark Gasnoli, any input you might have? Or
let's see. I was trying to look back on this, and I thought, wait, if my thoughts are correct, and since they have no time limit this time with pay-per-view show, what happens if it collides with Rampage on that night?
Is Rampage still on Friday night?
Yes. For as far as I know, yes, it is.
And that's during the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
That's got to be a pretty tape. No one's going to be watching that. I'm sorry. No one's going to be watching that.
I'm like, it's always taped. I'm like, they're not going to air it live. If they do,
it's not always taped, but that's going to be one of the lowest viewed Rampages ever. The Hall of Fame.
Exactly. And I hate to say that, but
don't challenge
it's true.
The Hall of Fame.
No, you don't. Not at all.
So yeah,
I mean, like, there's only like one show I can think of that challenged the Hall of Fame.
What?
And what would that be?
The G1 Supercard of Honor event years back.
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
That's a fair point. I'll give you that. I just don't know if I can see both Mark Briscoe and Eddie Kingston winning that night, but I do feel like one title is going to change hands. It just feels like it should happen, in this new era, the first pay-per-view of the new era. Just saying. And Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville are off to WrestleMania.
They beat Mia Yim and Candice LeRae.
And join the field of Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler, Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan, and Shotzi Blackheart and Natalya. So
speaking of Ronda Rousey, have you heard what Ronda Rousey did on Instagram?
I think she berated something, if I remember correctly.
She berated about what was that old word? I can't pronounce it, but I did post it on Twitter. The definition of it is the meaning of a 80 to 84-year-old demographic, male or female, that basically making their debut on written on TV. And I was like, oh, so you're criticizing Vince, ain't you?
Ooh.
Well, that's the first I heard it. I'm talking about the other thing she criticized yesterday.
What else did she criticize?
I mean, what has she criticized at this point? Just saying.
She said this: imagine what our Liv Morgan feud could have been if we weren't hamstrung by a bunch of Octagonians who still think
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
She did
She's
say
talking about Vince.
She did say she wanted text. I mean, you can say what you want about Ronda Rousey, but I do think she actually cares about this. But the fact that the booking didn't care the way she cared has kind of soured her. That's the way I interpret it.
Then I'm pretty sure her getting injured also set her off.
Yeah.
Probably. Well, that being said, if a title's going to change hands, it just feels like if they're going to honor the Briscoes, Mark Briscoe, this might be his time. That's the only time I could actually see maybe changing hands at this point. Maybe the six-man tag team titles.
So you think Wheeler is going to retain the Pure Championship against Shibata?
I do think this is a move where, once again, Tony Khan shot himself in the foot. Orange Cassidy beat Katsuyori Shibata and retained the AEW now International Championship, but you can't put Pure not in the same sentence with Katsuyori Shibata. It's one of those things where it's like, and the Blackpool Combat Club with this program with the Elite, and I see them being blood and guts in some facet. Maybe both Kyle and Yuta actually do lose their titles now that you say that. I'm a little torn. I'm not sure, actually.
Wait, now that I think about it, what if the Elite show up on Supercard?
You're right, because he's right. Because of what happened during before the show even kicked off on Dynamite, the Blackpool Combat Club got a hold of the Bucks and sent the Bucks to the emergency room to the hospital, and then they came back and attacked Omega.
Also, you forgot they were part of ROH at one point.
And former
Exactly.
champs, I believe.
Yeah, so yeah, you're on to something there.
Yeah, that's a very realistic thought there. I'm not gonna lie. All right. Well,
but also, as we were talking about Vince McMahon and his horrible treatment with women, he paid $17.4 million to WWE for the investigation.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
I heard.
I was just like, okay, so
it's
do we
chump
write
change to
this
him.
reimbursement or do we write this as bribery?
It's chump change to him.
Yeah, about to say, is it dropping the bucket to a multi-billionaire? Just saying. That's back in the company forefront, dictating its future from the sale. I'm just saying.
And also we have a string of injuries now plaguing the wrestling world.
Yeah, we had Josh Alexander, we've had Mickey James, just to name a key couple. And
Bray Wyatt's sick.
Bray Wyatt is sick, yeah.
Since February.
Talk about that
Oh,
earlier.
and also just to make everyone freak out, Buddy Matthews is also injured.
Damn.
Which is why Brody King lost that episode with Daniel Garcia.
On Rampage, right?
Yeah, originally it was going to be Buddy Matthews versus Daniel Garcia, but then Buddy Matthews was like, I'm hurt. Okay, we have to get Brody King in there.
Eric, do you know the length of how much time is he's going to miss?
No idea yet. There's been no updates since the 26th.
And
All right, so we're going to get a Demon Finn Balor at Mania.
Correct.
Yes.
You're going to get Demon Finn Balor versus Brute Edge, and chances are Gangrel is going to be there. So you'll get the Red Crave hit and all the theatrical entrances that you can think of as we will. I'm just going to call it what it is. This is Final Judgment. One of these men is going to be done.
I like that.
Period.
Yep.
Yeah, update. I found out Matthews got hurt apparently after the trios three-way match.
That don't surprise me.
No, because that match was a banger. It really was a banger in Canada.
Again, these Dynamite main events have been bangers these last several weeks. I mean, Vikingo and Kenny Omega, that's a hell of a hot start to a singles run for the cleaner.
And his singles run is not even done. We're still just getting started.
Yeah, considering this Wednesday, he defends the IWGP United States Championship against Jeff Cobb.
Yeah,
you know very well, Cindy. Big Cobb.
Yeah.
So we'll see if Cobb.
You want to know what I'm half tempted to think Kenny Omega's going to think of?
What?
Imagine if he decides to go ahead on TV and saying, "Hey, Jonah, this could have been you."
Oh, damn. Is Jonah
Imagine if he said that.
Is Jonah,
what a shot that would have been.
Is Jonah even in the Dre? I haven't heard or seen high nor tail.
Yes, Bronson. Yeah, Bronson is in the Dre.
Damn.
Yep.
What a waste of talent.
More.
Yeah, well, again, another waste of talent. Go figure.
He beat Okada.
Yep.
But he wants to take a payday.
Well, you know what? At the end of the day, if you have a family, and I do feel like a lot of these people are more influenced by family, you do what you got to do. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about Multiverse United.
There is one thing, speaking of Ring of Honor.
Go ahead.
Guess what someone revealed on the two-man power trip of wrestling?
Yeah.
Nigel McGuinness?
Yeah, guess what he revealed?
What?
What's that?
He might be coming back to get in the ring.
Ooh, run back Nigel McGuinness with Claudio Castagnoli.
Is that why Brian Danielson meant home? Now that I think about it, when you put two and two together,
very
but like
possible.
this is what he said. That's the $1 million question, isn't it? Exactly. Yeah. Everyone's asked me that as soon as I went my separate ways with WWE as well. I can't give a definitive answer other than to say I certainly feel my strengths at this point in my life and other aspects of the industry, but I wouldn't rule it out 100% either, you know? There's always that part of you that wants to have that final moment, but sometimes cooler heads and smart heads have to prevail. So it's a cliche, of course, just to say never.
As we always say.
Yeah, and he also brings up Edge, Lita, Trish Stratus, and other people who managed to come back.
And now we have the advocate, or excuse me, the wise counsel. Special counsel, excuse me, the wise man, Paul Heyman. Will Paul Heyman become simply an advocate when the story is finished? We'll talk more about that.
I'm still saying they should have put the tagline, "A dynasty falls, a dynasty rises."
I expect you to put that out at the end of the show, no matter what. I'll be watching the tweeter as I call this in the Championship Multiverse Media. So
Yeah, I'm gonna be seeing it too and then retweet it.
But there is an update on that too, on the main event of WrestleMania.
Another update on the main. Okay, what do you mean? Yeah, go ahead.
Reportedly, according to WrestleVotes, so you should take this with as much possibility as well. New world title belt design.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, it's been approved by Triple H.
But the thing is, what sort of title is it going to be? What will it shape? And again, title. Does that mean we still are going to have one overall undisputed champion?
Well, here's the update on that too. There's been an update on that too. Two things actually. One, Triple H actually was thinking of getting rid of the Universal belt just to bring back the Big Gold belt. For God's sakes, please. And two, he wants to have it. He wants to separate the titles again by SummerSlam.
Perfect. I say do it.
That's perfect.
I was thinking King and Queen of the Ring. Don't give them a crown. Give them actually a championship. You redefine it, you know? But anyway. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about Multiverse United, because that's going to be interesting.
Oh, wow.
What's
Heyman Bron.
Ooh.
When you say big dog to the Tribal Chief.
Hey, remember the big dog, the former identity?
Oh, yeah.
The Shield.
Back when Roman was the most hated wrestler and the most hated
baby face. Yep, exactly.
At this point, is he going to be the most hated heel in WWE, if not the industry, based on what could be happening with him and Cody Rhodes? Cody Rhodes was never ready to dream. That's harsh. Cody Rhodes has always been a dreamer. Say Cody Rhodes is not ready. That's a bold take, Paul Heyman. So Dakota may not be ready, but I think Cody Rhodes is more than ready. He said himself, from undesirable to undeniable. There's only one thing left to become undisputed.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes has a long road ahead of him. And like, if he does indeed win WrestleMania, how are you going to top the Tribal Chief run?
Well, if do the work means literally being the most prolific champion in WWE history, all I gotta say is good luck, American Nightmare, because that might be a nightmare that Cody Rhodes may hope he wakes up from at some point.
Yeah, I'm hoping for a great match. Also, with how Roman kept bringing up a whole bunch of Cody's past, I was surprised Cody never responded back about his heel turn and how he was the most hated guy on the internet.
Damn.
And on the crowd.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't bring that up in that promo. I'm surprised he didn't brought that up.
But apparently Cody Rhodes brought up every bit of history from his wrestling career, because his late build up WrestleMania is going to literally encompass every company he's been involved in, including AEW.
Yeah. And speaking of AEW, King, I gotta tell you something. King, Cindy, I hope you're hearing this. Tony Khan apparently has finalized a deal to include another show for AEW.
Oh,
what, the July 8th show?
AEW Collision, as it's rumored, set to air at 6:05 in July.
Yep. Which is why I think it's going to be that July 8th show in Saskatchewan, because it just says AEW come to our Saturday Night Live AEW wrestling event.
It doesn't say
they haven't named it yet.
It just says a live event. That's going to be when they kick it off.
Exactly.
Yeah, and my opinion, my thoughts on that was this: Tony, can you now delegate? I mean,
here's what I think about it. If Warner Brother Discovery loves what AEW's putting out, there's nothing we can do about it.
That's true.
Is that I get the content idea. It's just that, Tony, you need to delegate power to people that you can trust.
Yeah. Agreed.
And at this point, I mean, he needs to. Again, I do wonder how.
Oh boy.
Oh
Last
Lord.
Oh boy.
Oh god, what
He
happened?
got his butt whooped by his daddy.
Angie Mysterio.
Look, I'm just gonna say this for record right now. You do not freaking instigate, insult, belittle, or try to buck up to your own damn mother.
Oh god, I just had an idea.
Yeah.
Okay, I know she's not going to be available by that time, and it will be too late. So unless WWE has, pride in them to just man up and ask, imagine if Vicky Guerrero showed up and slapped Dominic.
Yes. Yes.
That would happen if it was only in July.
Yeah.
Yes,
That or
WWE just mans up and says, "Well, can we borrow Vicky Guerrero and we will mention you?"
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
that's never gonna happen. Ever.
What'd you say, Cindy?
What'd you say, Cindy?
Hold on. Say something in Spanish.
Oh.
Oh. What kind of? Ooh. Talking about his mama.
I'm gonna guess he said something insulting about his mother. Habla no español.
Well, Sami Zayn did say the F-bomb on TV in his native tongue.
I did hear about that.
Yeah.
Ahead of Elimination Chamber. Again, this is personal. The only way this becomes more personal is if it becomes mask versus hair.
Oh, whoa.
That's my thought on that. As we take a listen here. XCOM Dom.
We get it, Dom.
He's got to drive into the ground, Cindy. You know that. This is what's the word I'm looking for? Disgruntled son who is disappointed and ashamed to know that his father is Rey Mysterio. Character-wise or realistic, I'll let you be the judge. But
here comes Fred.
Booyaka, booyaka.
Your face tattoo is too medium small, like the original.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Charlotte thinks the same way about her dad.
Yeah, but a Flair versus Mysterio. I mean, let's just put it out there.
I'll go with a Mysterio over a Flair.
How controversial is a Flair versus a Mysterio? I'm just saying.
And like the closest thing Mysterio ever had to a controversy was the "Who's Your Daddy" storyline, where kids at school are asking Dominic, "Is everything good at home?"
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
Oh Lord.
Or the one moment that when me and Noah was on the Discord today about Ray about the incident in Mexico.
Oh yeah, where Ray accidentally killed a guy.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I remember that.
Unfortunately, and I feel like the internet will never forget about it.
I honestly forgot about it.
I did too, personally, until it was brought up.
I did too, and then
there are
Discord,
some
they brought it up.
There are some wounds that don't need to be reopened. I'm just freaking saying. God. Oh, and speed of injuries, also, Will Ospreay. Please get well soon.
I forgot about
it's actually been reported his injury is much worse than they thought.
Exactly. He's going to require surgery.
And King, I got to break the news to you, man. I got to break the news to you, King.
Go ahead.
Forbidden Door was said to be to continue the feud of Omega and Ospreay.
Wah, wah.
We are not having this again. We've already endured this once last year. I don't need to hear another injury-plagued Forbidden Door this year. No.
It's happening. It's happening.
You know the whole injury bug for like the New Japan Impact Wrestling Multiverses?
Yeah, that too.
Well, Josh Alexander torn tricep. Now we got Steve Macklin versus Kushida at Rebellion.
Kushida Rebellion.
Trying to do champion.
For the ribs.
But
so there's been an update on Swerve's faction.
Oh, yeah, because Trench and Parker Boudreaux got written off. That's the reason why Swerve hadn't been on.
Yeah, they're injured.
There you go. Well, again, Parker Boudreaux green as goose blank because enough.
Hey, let's not be that harsh. I mean, like, he's not doing the disastrous stuff that Nia Jax did.
That's fair.
But still, though, I feel like
air. He punched air.
I feel
Would you
like when he
prefer
comes
if he
back,
actually punched the person in the face and broke their nose?
I don't think he would have done that with
Yeah.
Dustin. He was a Dustin.
when he's
bro.
rehabbed and fully ready to go to do like some wrestling work, yeah, he needs to hit back with like somebody like go to like be with Dustin, have Dustin train him a little bit.
By the way, if y'all didn't check it out, the Dustin Rhodes Academy Showcase 7, great stuff. Congratulations to Harley Jane, who came back from a stroke, by the way, and became the new Rhodes Wrestling Academy Women's Champion. Congratulations. Respect. That's a comeback story right there. That's a victory. You think you're not going to be able to do it and you're never going to do this again. You go through speech and physical rehabilitation, and now you're a champion. That's passion.
Also, Mickey James is suffering from a rib injury.
Yes,
Yeah.
and according to what we heard at Sacrifice, if the rib injury is not enough for her to be medically cleared to capably defend the Knockouts World Championship at Rebellion, she will relinquish it. But regardless, we know Rebellion will be Jordan Grace versus the winner of now a four-way between Killer Kelly, the debuting Miyu Yamashita, Masha Slebovics, or not Killer Kelly, excuse me, that's my dream. Botch. Also Timothy Stratton, go back to Hollywood. What was I saying? Oh yeah. The debuting Miyu Yamashita, I don't care about those type of women. Masha Slebovics, Deshelle Shaw, and who else? Diana Perrazzo. So basically, you have a six-woman knockouts picture for the title.
But didn't a certain knockout made her return to Impact Bottle One Boricua, Tasha Steelz?
I was surprised by that, but yes, she did. Tasha Steelz is back in
Also,
Impact Wrestling.
Cora Jade is injured.
Yes, she is. Man, so many daggone injuries.
She's been injured for 2
here we
months,
go.
actually.
Oh,
And
here we
according to Roxanne Perez, she is clear, but she hasn't been brought back on TV yet. So whether or not she comes back, Day of Stand Delivered, and starts some of that ladder match, or we see her afterwards in the NXT, remains to be seen. But again,
Also, we need to address the massive elephant in the room.
What would that be?
There's a massive elephant?
What the fuck, XPW?
Oh
God.
Cindy knows all about that one.
I heard what happened. I was like,
my video on TikTok got viral already about that. I even like SPW made a video.
I don't
Cindy knows all about that one. I just seen the clip and oh my god, gruesome.
And you know what's so annoying? I told people, like, I'm not gonna say any details, like what happened, contest. So I had to make a TikTok story saying, hey, this is the only time I'll say it. First of all, look at the comments. Second of all, look at other wrestling TikTok creators talking about it. They say it in like a bit of a detail, but like not in full blown. And then I say, this is all on you. If you're curious, go Google search it or on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm just
but
gonna
otherwise,
say,
if you're
right.
Yeah, I heard what happened. And I was just like, why?
Curiosity killed the cat, and
Yes,
humanity.
I like. Okay, fine. We've seen wrestlers do stupid stuff in the past, like I'm trying to remember his name. New Jack attempting murder, and in fact, his entire career was involving murder.
About the mass transit incident.
No, another incident where he confessed he tried to kill a guy for breaking his brain back in CZW.
Yeah, mass transit. Yeah, I remember that, but yeah.
No, not mass transit. Another wrestling incident where New Jack fell, broke, and had some busted brain damage, and then years later he admitted he tried to kill a guy over that by throwing him off and hoping he crashes his neck.
Because I watched Dark Side of the Ring that episode.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you had John Cena being stabbed.
Yeah. And you're just like, why hasn't this gone away yet? Why hasn't this attitude gone away yet?
I don't know. I really pray one day that humanity finally.
In fact, now heading into GCW stuff for Spring Break 7, I'm like, oh god, what is Kota Ibushi and Joey Janela gonna do? Considering Joey Janela likes to set himself on fire and not have extinguishers.
God, I don't know. But speaking of which, Kota Ibushi in the States wrestling, and he's got a hell of a agenda ahead of him. And it starts off at Johnson's Bloodsport against Speedball Mike Bailey.
Yes.
That's going to be a very unique America homecoming of sorts for a now free agent Kota Ibushi. And considering his
Yeah.
race, he's probably going to stay free agent.
I'm pretty sure if he ever does go to AEW, he'll probably do it after Forbidden Door just so he doesn't get awkward conversations.
Oh, there'll still be awkward conversation. I don't care what you tell me. There'll still be awkward conversation.
Regardless.
That's awkward in general. Of course, the Multiverse United, speaking of Speedball, he'll be facing the H now versus Tanahashi. Minoru against Kenta contend over the Strawweight Championship. Trey Miguel defends the Benjamin title against 5 other people. Moose takes on Jeff Cobb. Uyemura versus Gabriel Kidd. This is quite a stat card. And I think this is the one show that sold out first.
The Phantasma's there making a save.
Well, we all know the respect that the God of the Phantasma has for Rey Mysterio.
Oh, they're going to be involved at WrestleMania this year, I heard.
Yeah.
Are you sure about that? Because they're all in the Dre.
Well, you got to remember, Dominic is part of Judgment Day, and Rey Mysterio has friends now.
Yeah, so they, got it.
Yeah.
The whole numbers game, per se. All right. Well, we also got NXT Stand and Deliver. Will be Bron Breaker's final stand? Will Carmelo not miss where it matters the most? We'll see who get a new NXT Women's Champion. Does Chase U become inclusive? And Dragon Lee makes his NXT debut. Curious how insane he keeps his style or how much.
Oh, yeah. And then we got Carl Frederick's NXT debut.
That's right. Kevin Thorpe, Eddie Thorpe, excuse me, botch.
Eddie Thorpe, yeah.
Tomorrow.
Don't like the name.
Fun fact, the name Eddie Thorpe. Eddie's named after his family member, his brother, and Thorpe is named after a Native American athlete named Tom Thorpe or something.
Tom Thorpe? I'm not familiar with that name, but yeah.
He's an old school baseball player.
Andre the Giant.
Right, or armbar.
ARMBR exclamation point.
Yeah.
Andre the Giant, a one-of-a-kind anomaly of the wrestling industry. And this so-called Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal has been nothing but a wasted ploy on TV for the last several years.
But the multiverse of matches, I am looking forward to Kenta and Suzuki. That is my match to look forward to.
Yeah, I mean, come on, Kenta Suzuki, Pro Wrestling Noah, freaking rehabilitated, and now for the Strawweight Championship. Let's freaking go. Bullet Club, we don't know where they stand without a leader. David Finlay lost the Cup, so we haven't heard high nor tail from him or Gato.
Yeah, I don't
play hands. So
I'm still not a fan of David Finlay being part of Bullet Club, but I guess
I find that weird though. I mean, like, I get the fact that there's a history with him and Jay Whitehall, so I at least get the connection. But like,
speaking of club,
the OC,
Good brothers.
AJ Styles, of course, also injured. Please get well soon.
Yeah.
Johnny Gargano's in it.
Rick Boogs.
Speaking of Johnny Gargano, apparently there are talks now to have DIY reunion.
I heard about that when Ciampa comes back from injury, and also for Johnny
Elias and Rick Boogs are in it, the Dre or armbar.
Also, of course, or Dexter Loomis.
Oh yeah, possible call up for Indy Hartwell.
There's Watson.
Yep, you did talk about. Yeah, I heard about that. This could be Indy Hartwell's swan song, being the longest tenured. I can see Indy Hartwell and or Zoe Stark being called up to the main roster. Honestly.
Yeah, actually, it's been reported
that planning to have a plan at WrestleMania.
Actually, it's been reported that they are going to call up a whole bunch of NXT wrestlers during the draft season.
Whenever that's supposed to be, brand split, LOL.
Yeah, but there is something I want to tell you. So remember how we were having that shocking moment where Dave Meltzer was being corrected by Tony Khan?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, Dave Meltzer has done it. Dave Meltzer has shocked the wrestling world.
What else is new?
He went ahead and gave something, and he said something positive about WWE, or at the very least neutral.
I mean, hey, he did that last year with Cody Rhodes in the Hell in a Cell match. What do you say now?
Yeah, except that match was stupid, doing the fact that he had a torn tricep. Oh, but anyways, you want to know, this might surprise you. You want to know what Dave Meltzer has claimed what WWE has planned for WrestleMania afterwards?
What?
WWE has 1 year of post WrestleMania stories ready planned out. We have a mapped out plan.
I heard about that. Yeah, and it's all concerning around the members of the bloodline. So that tells me again, bloodline.
Actually, LA Knight set to also get a push.
I heard about that. Despite the phase in the Dre.
Same. I heard about that.
That does make me think he's a first ballot personal to win the freaking thing. If that's worth anything.
Oh yeah.
And of course, Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes have one last face-to-face confrontation, the final time before WrestleMania, Friday.
For Sunday
night.
WrestleMania.
Oh boy.
Also, let's make an open letter first. We can't have Goldberg in AEW, damn it.
I agree. There's no argument there. Completely agree. I mean, we're just.
I think we're all in agreement there.
Yep.
And guess who's also open to joining AEW? And I was like, no.
Don't you say it.
Angry.
Don't you say it.
What?
I know exactly what you're about to say.
The irresistible force, Nia Jax.
Yeah, pass. That's all I gotta say about that.
Pass. 2 of the hardest passes.
Yeah,
and I don't want Tony to even think about it. I don't want Tony to even say anything about it. Leave it alone.
Yep.
Well, actually, Tony Khan already talked about Goldberg and saying he's keeping an eye on him.
Darn it.
Big money, big name, WCW. It's Tony Khan. We'll see what happens with that.
Well, he hasn't talked about Nia Jax, so hopefully that's
good.
Off the win.
At least that's good.
Yeah, at least that's a good thing. So let's see here. What else is going on? We got Sakura Genesis, of course. We'll see Mercedes Moné escapes with the championship against Sume and Hasuki of Stardom. Triple threat. Sonata under just 5 guys. Won the New Japan Cup for the first time ever. And will take on Kazuchika Okada. And Robbie Eagles is part of TMDK, no longer part of Chaos.
No.
Chaos is just falling apart, huh?
That and LIJ, just saying. Good grief.
Yeah, LIJ falling apart too.
I feel like LIJ's falling more apart than freaking Chaos, because then Chaos got Leo Rush.
And right?
Yeah, Leo Rush is injured, by the way.
Not surprised.
Yeah, because they had to change the card for GCW's emo fight for Friday night to Saturday, like the Friday, like 11:59 to Saturday 12 a.m. Yeah, because he was supposed to be facing the Zombie Princess Jimmy Jacobs.
I remember you told me about that. So, so before we go into,
so pretty much Jimmy Jacob is facing Kevin Blackwood.
Kevin Blackwood, all right.
Yeah, he wrestled
that match. Yeah, I recognize. So I recognized some of his work.
Me too.
So Cindy, go ahead and give it. What?
I want to add some chat about this whole XPW bullshit that happened this past weekend. Also, like with that fucking stunt that XPW did, even though yes, it's hurting independent wrestling. Even though like the indie wrestling scene would be okay, but it's gonna hurt the people that does death matches, like the promotion wise.
Exactly.
Because now the promotion are gonna be trying to be careful what they're doing. Because now with that bullshit that XPW did, they're going to investigate it regardless too. And there's rumor that there's kids in the present at XPW.
Yeah, they're done. They're done. XPW is done.
Yep.
XPW is done.
So, GCW and other companies that does death matches have to be careful, and not make it too.
You can say what you want about GCW, Nick F. Engage, Kings Road Style, and Light Tubes, but GCW ain't never done no sick ass shit. Lord forgive me, like that.
Well, didn't they also use knives at one point and stabbed each other to the point that they had to cancel the match 3 minutes in?
Yeah, I remember that. Yep, now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I wish I did. Yeah, yes, that's true. They haven't done that though in forever. By the way, congratulations to Boston Slammers, the new GCW heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
Deal.
I'm not sure how I feel about that. That's extremely extreme.
It's crazy.
You're right. Good grief. Masha and Speedball both right now trying to challenge each other for the hardest working people in the entire wrestling industry of their schedules already. Good grief almighty.
Also, you want to know what we need to also talk about besides XPW and what the hell happened there?
Besides our main event, which will be, of course, WrestleMania, and also getting Cindy's rundown of her live agenda itinerary. Go ahead.
Will everyone stop stalking the wrestlers?
Oh
Yes,
my God, right?
Humanity needs to be better. Wrestlers are people. People are people. We are all human. Everybody has their boundaries. There are events. There are circumstances. There are occasions where you can do this. There is not right publicly in a free-form environment under any circumstances to do some shit like that. You're wrong, period.
Yeah, like I said this on Twitter. If I met a wrestler anywhere, I would just ask for a photo with them. If they said they're in a hurry, I let them go on about their day. Not, hey, let's sign hundreds of stuff so I could sell it on eBay and force you to risk missing your flight.
Oh, there you go. Speaking of wrestlers, let's respect two brothers for life and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And will it be Wrestle Zayn and KO Mania with new undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions? If this don't open up night 2, I will be bloody shocked.
Also, speaking of Hall of Fame stuff, I had to refine this report while we were all talking. So WWE actually had a bunch of other names considered to be inducted, and then they were like, screw that.
Yeah, of course, as usual.
You want to know who the first one was?
Who was it?
Undertaker's wife, Michelle McCool.
I knew it. That wouldn't have surprised me. Again, she was in the Royal Rumble. I knew it.
Second name, China.
Oh, China was finally going to get her solo dub, but I know why they're not going to do it because of her off-screen, stuff that she did.
But here's the thing: the fact that was actually considered after she's dead, and they start talking about her after she's dead, is already scummy enough.
If I was saying there's no justice in it, regardless, we know she deserves it, but even doing it now.
Oh, but guess who also decided to be given the snub, despite being dead for over a decade?
Oh, this one I gotta hear.
The Simone Bulldozer!
Umaga! Oh, man. I say it once, I'll say it again. The Hall of Fame, still to this day, is never truly a honorable class that rightfully deserves it with the fullest intent and thinking behind it. And I'm also going to say this too, Victoria. Victoria deserves it too. There, I said it.
Also, right. I have a realization. We're at WrestleMania Hollywood. Why hasn't Batista at the very least been a lead member?
Isn't he doing a movie, I thought, or something?
Yeah, he is.
Who is?
Batista.
He was supposed to be involved this year, but he's doing other movie commitments from what I've heard, or else he would have been inducted this year in LA.
There you go.
Yeah, but I was just like, okay, China, no, like as much as I would like China to get that redemption stuff she went through, she had to be alive for that. And the fact that
Dolph Ziggler.
We were literally talking about this guy earlier, King.
Yeah, we were.
Okay.
And now he's about to be chopped and powerbombed by Volta.
Hey, here's the question. Does this go longer than Mustafa Ali versus Seth Rollins?
Probably not.
A little bit shorter.
In fact, guess who wants to fight Walter?
Who?
Oh my God, my friend's gonna be happy.
Rhea Ripley challenged Walter for the Intercontinental Championship.
Oh yeah, I read that.
She takes the China thing quite literally. She respects that. She could be a Intercontinental champion. Why the heck not? I'm game for it. Personally, I hope she becomes the SmackDown Women's Champion because she deserves it. Damn it.
Also, I have another update about Miro.
Yeah, whatever happened to the Redeemer? I know he did like a voice acting thing. Oh my God!
Oh,
Walter killed Dolph Ziggler.
Oh my God!
He chopped him to death.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, continue.
But anyways, I remember how Miro was supposedly going to get a plan for him, and then he turned it down, and now they don't know what to do.
Yes.
Well, I found out what the plan apparently was.
What was it?
apparently, I can't confirm this 100% yet. The plan was, Miro, do you want to fight Hangman Adam Page? No. Oh. Okay.
That would be an interesting match.
About that, Eric, it wasn't Adam Hangman Page. It was Ethan Page instead.
Yeah, that was also the word I was hearing. That's why I said I wasn't 100% certain.
That's fair. Because Ethan Page right now, he's learning to adapt to this party situation.
But apparently this is what Meltzer was claiming. He said AEW earmarked for a Battle Royale slot for the Full Gear pay-per-view, and Miro and Hangman and Page were going to be the final two before Page won.
Oh, well, there you go. We all saw what happened with that. All right. So, Cindy, go ahead and run us down your itinerary for WrestleMania week. What you doing?
Okay,
Does it involve drinking a ton of energy drinks?
Yeah.
That's me.
Right.
Can you believe I have not had a Mountain Dew since noon?
Really?
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm tired.
But what about the box of Mountain Dews you have in your room?
They're still.
Don't you have a case?
They're still in the case. It's not in the mini fridge yet.
Oh my goodness.
Noah.
Noah.
I don't know if I'm just too tired and I'm just starting drinking a bit more water, or I just don't know. My mind's all over the place. It's WrestleMania week, damn it.
Yeah, it'll get to me. It's already getting to me as we speak. It's only Monday.
It's gonna hit me like a wrecking ball tomorrow night on No DQ when people are like, Noah, drink a Mountain Dew every time this is said. So help me. Anyway, that's tomorrow night. It's not about me, and it's about wrestling. Back to Sandy. Sandy, what's the plan for the week?
What you got, girl?
So I'm gonna be leaving on Tuesday to crash at my friend's house, who lives almost 2 hours away from where I'm living, which is perfect. So that way I don't have to drive like an 8 hour from here to Los Angeles. So it's gonna be like from my friend's house, because two of my friends lives in Salinas, which is like almost a 6 hour drive from there to LA. So I'll crash at my friend's house tomorrow before NXT start, and then we'll be leaving on Friday morning to LA. We're gonna go for a rest stop in Bakersfield, like the big ass rest stop that everybody goes to, and switch drivers. I'm driving the first half, and then he's driving the one.
Okay, I see. That way you're both constantly focused. Continue.
Good. That's good one.
Yeah, and what we're gonna do is that if we arrive early, we're gonna visit the Black Craft Cult headquarters. It's not my idea; it's my friend's idea because he's so loyal to that brand.
Respect.
I don't know. Yeah, but it'll be cool to buy one or two things that way I can add it for my car. Yeah, and then after that, we're gonna go get some like grocery for breakfast and snacks because we're not paying eating out that much. No,
You'll be broke before you get to the damn venue.
Exactly.
Well, I know, which has a nice kitchenette though, which I'm happy about that, and a barbecue. So
there you go.
Yeah,
ooh, barbecue.
Buy the sauce.
Yeah. Which we are staying at a suite at a hotel, which thank God for my parents being part of a membership timeshare. And we used the same membership when we went to Hawaii last year. So, and it's under my name. All I got to do is just put my $250 deposit on my credit card and then good.
Brilliant.
Because the room is covered.
All right, so it sounds you got all the preliminary stuff out of the way. So when does the wrestling stuff actually begin before you start losing your mind?
Right.
She's got to look at all the shows. I mean, we talked about Multiverse United. We talked about Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor. We talked about the Hall of Fame. We talked about NXT Stand and Deliver. And here shortly, we'll talk about our biggest excitement, stories, thoughts, predictions.
So we're gonna be checking into the room on Wednesday at 4:00 before AEW Dynamite, which we're gonna be watching it for sure, and AEW All Access.
Anybody got Omega versus freaking Jeff Cobb, and of course AEW.
Oh, there may be.
But what's the story?
Okay, so exactly. So next day, Thursday. So Thursday, we're gonna be leaving early because I got to do a collaboration for TikTok. If not, we'll just do some sightseeing, and then I gotta
unless TikTok gets shut down.
At the Globe Theater, since they're going to the Multiverse.
Yes.
Yeah, so they're going to be at the Multiverse. I'm driving to Ukrainian Culture Center to watch GCW's DDT Pro Goes Hollywood. That's right. I'll be seeing Konosuke Takeshita there. Mako Nakazawa is going to be there. Eddie Kingston's going to be there, which I'm going to bring pen and paper with me.
You make sure you write that down. Continue.
Right.
Yeah. So, yep. And that's my itinerary for Thursday. Friday.
Yes.
Yeah, Friday, we're just going to relax, chill, eat in the hotel. And then we're going to be leaving early so that way we can get to the venue for Supercard of Honor.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. After Supercard of Honor, we're just gonna get like a late night dinner and then go to GCW's emo fight.
All right.
Yeah, which we're gonna be tired as shit because we won't be back at the hotel by 3 in the morning.
Oh God.
So that's like 5 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock. Dang, God.
Yeah, because the show starts at midnight.
Good Lord.
At
We're
midnight.
insane.
That's insane.
Yeah, which that's why we're skipping Stand and Deliver.
Oh, now see why.
So we're gonna wake up early to watch Stand and Deliver on TV, and then after the show's over, we're gonna go head to SoFi.
And
You know what I just had a thought of when you mentioned the midnight show?
What?
I'm pretty sure someone in AEW is thinking, why didn't I think of that?
Because they
Don't
did
give Tony Khan any ideas.
They did
They
one.
did
Remember before?
during
They did. Yeah, remember the hour-long Dynamite after the NBA at 12:30
Saturday
morning.
Yep.
Yeah, except that was an
Yep.
NBA special, and they still got big viewership.
I don't know how.
Surprisingly.
Continue, Cindy.
Yeah, so Saturday night 1 of Mania, Sunday night 2.
Nothing else before Mania night 2 on Sunday. Just complete like rest and relax and hype.
And if possible, you and your friends are going to meet up with Lex and probably get drunk afterwards.
Oh God.
Yeah, pretty much. So after Mania, we're just gonna be there, relax, and all that, and then we're gonna be heading back.
And not gonna try and endure the Raw after Mania.
No, because we gotta check out our hotel by 10 in the morning.
Yeah, that's right. That's the checkout times.
So therefore, we're heading back to Salinas, which I'm staying at my friend's house, which it's good for me because I can stay at my friend's house and then go home the next day on Tuesday.
Well, that being said, it's main event time on Raw, and you know what that means. The American Nightmare Cody Rhodes is about to enter his way in the arena.
Go ahead and sing the proper song of Kingdom.
Cindy knows. Cindy knows. Oh.
In my soul,
adrenaline in my soul, something Cody Rhodes.
Do it all to get them on the ring. Damn it, Cindy! Crowd is here.
Cindy, if you was there live when Noah sung it, you would have laughed out loud like I did.
Oh yeah, you had karaoke night.
Whoa.
My father said.
Yep, they had open mic night Saturday night.
I know.
Hard times be better, man. There, that's all you freaking.
Dang it! I wanted more than all.
Take my
guys.
Made a pain. I built my kingdom. Now you bow to me. You took my dreams, but not my name. You'll follow me until the end. I am my kingdom.
Yes.
It's a hell of a song. I have it as my alarm. Again, I followed the man's journey. I respect the Rose name tremendously. It's time for this man to fulfill a legacy. He needs to finish the story.
It is. It's time.
All right. I'm sure some of that got cut off too, so I don't wait.
So, anyways, King,
Go
there was something
ahead.
I wanted to also mention about the CM Punk debacle that happened.
And then we'll go into our main event and just talk about WrestleMania, the biggest stories and our biggest matches and our biggest takeaways that we think could happen. Go ahead.
King, you remember this? I told you about it. Everyone's freaked out more over the fact that Punk never watched the Rocky movies.
That was the biggest talk of the IWC that day. It wasn't about the IG post. It was about Punk didn't watch Rocky 3.
Who gives a crap?
Yeah, that for some reason their priorities were just like, he never watched Rocky, dead man.
Oh, I like this theme featuring strange music song Stevie Stone. Oh, I like this theme of Solo.
Yeah, this theme actually works, believe it or not.
Also, speaking of, Cody said he's going to have a probably record-setting pyro moment.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
Cindy, I hope you're nowhere near that arena set because I feel like you could get burned.
Yeah,
Night 2.
I am going to be high up, so I'm not going to get burned or anything.
Okay.
But a lot of pyro? Well, I hope your ears won't be like...
live video feed if you can of the pyro.
I'll be okay. Thank God.
All right, good deal. Yeah, but bottom line, people, stop being petulant children overreacting to stupid nonsense and stop showing how immature
also,
you are
no, there's been a new detail from the Brawl Out fight.
What?
Another select report this. Apparently, following the Brawl Out, and not like 3 days after, no, more like it was like seconds after, Kenny Omega and Punk actually chatted.
Oh, well, there you go.
Whoa. Wow.
Yeah, Punk and Kenny Omega talked after, the massive fight that just happened. And Punk said, look, man, I don't have issues with you. And Kenny Omega was surprisingly composed, as they said, about it. And I was just like, yeah, I'd be composed too if I got bit in the arm, saw my best friend get clocked by a steel chair and having to be beaten up because I saved the dog. Wait.
All right, I got some good news. So I can able to watch AEW Dynamite at the hotel because they had TBS.
Yay!
All right, we'll see you for the all lead Zoom.
We'll
then.
see you there.
So that being said,
but yeah, that came out, and I was just like, wait, what? You just got through a brawl, and now you're chatting like nothing's ever happened.
It's like
surprisingly composed.
Yeah. It's like
after getting bit in the arm, seeing your best friend get clocked by a steel chair, and a dog's teeth getting kicked in.
Yeah, I feel like CM Punk might be a little bit more unstable than his straight edgeness first perceived.
No, Kenny Omega was the one composed.
Well, Kenny Omega is a mentality that we'll never understand. Let's just put it out there. That's the reason why Will Ospreay lost.
And we gotta talk about this. Why did GCW sue the Fight Forever name?
Remember,
pay-per-view.
Brett said he's not delaying the game. He just wants to see if they can make money off of the name from Tony Khan.
Here's an idea. Here's a brilliant idea. Hey, Tony, I know we have you on speed dial because you give us Jon Moxley for every single thing. Can we be certain that we don't get screwed over by this? And if possible, can we lend you Nick Gage for the game and get some payment out of that?
But also, Tony said
was a phone call just too much to ask?
Please leave a message.
But also, Tony said the game is finished.
That's right.
The game is finished. So
but now with this little debacle, we have to wait longer.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
And the game is finished. Oh, come on!
It was supposed to set for a few weeks in April, but now we got to wait even longer.
Well. Again,
why did GCW do this when they first announced the name?
Again, that'd be too smart.
Why not call Tony Khan and drop some contracts instead of getting a lawyer involved in this?
Because that would be too smart. Simple as that.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, and I wanted to also bring this up. Kenny Omega versus Vikingo.
Yeah, we got to talk about how incredible that was.
Vikingo versus Commando Supercard of Honor.
You gotta ask the question. Where was the story? Where was the story? Where was the story?
Lucky asses.
Not everything needs a damn story, but all roads lead to Roma this Friday night when we get one final confrontation of our WrestleMania main event. What the hell are these two going to say that hasn't been said yet? How personal can this get than what it already is? Seriously.
But yeah, Kenny Omega and Vikingo, awesome match. But why did everyone gatekeep over that?
Because people
out
have
of all the matches, Out of everything AEW does, that's when we got
They had to do something to get attention. They had to do something to get attention.
Because they don't want all the positive energy, attention going to AEW because they know.
Also, guys, here's something that annoyed me to no end. Remember when I mentioned Dave Meltzer was corrected by Tony Khan, and Tony Khan's actually paying for their hotels and drives?
Yes.
You know, awesome thing. Awesome. Friendly work environment right there.
Yes.
Gatekeep that. We can't have that. That stinks. That's horrible for business because WWE doesn't do that. That's evil. And I'm like,
Jesus.
That just goes to show you that Tony Khan
on Instagram and on Facebook story of shows I'll be going, by the way.
Very nice. Just like good old Jeff Meacham talked about. Just like good old Jeff Meacham put out his schedule because he also will be there as part of WrestleMania weekend with all the shenanigans being there at the show. It'd be interesting to see you and Jeff meet each other again, Cindy.
Which was weird to see Jeff do the Bella. No, I'm not even going to talk about it.
Let's not talk about that, King, because I turn around for reasons. I don't need to be scarred. All right.
Oh yeah. But yeah, Cindy, did you hear about that gatekeeping that happened out of nowhere over Tony Khan paying for travel and hotels?
Yeah, I saw that.
I was just like, what? At least the Vikingo stuff at least made some sense because not everyone's an internet fan.
Most of my itinerary,
Right. Well, again, people are idiots. You know, it is what it is. As simple as that. Unfortunately, it is that simple. People are idiots, immature, sensitive idiots that bring down the well-being of the so-called wrestling community and humanity. Simple as that. Let's go ahead and talk about WrestleMania. Cindy, again, this is your first WrestleMania live, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. My first ever WrestleMania.
Well, you picked one hell of a one to get. So what are you most excited for? Like, obviously the main event, but besides that, what is your, like, you know, I guess hype?
I'm hyped for the tag team title match, though. I'm very hyped for that. I'm also hyping for Rey versus Dominic Mysterio's match.
I still say match versus hair should be a stipulation, but that's just me.
I hope so too. I'm looking forward to the matches as well too. So I'm actually looking forward to. I can finally see freaking John Cena wrestle live instead of on.
Look, Cindy, you have Megan's anger already, probably.
Yeah, shout out to Amara Jade, aka Megan Chiba. Go check her out, folks, on the Twitter and Instagram. She actually just typed up a match she did recently at Spinebus, I think wrestling it was called. So all the best to you. Cheers. That being said, is this John Cena's last match? I mean, if he loses, right?
There's rumor that they already have a new plan for him for SummerSlam.
Yeah.
And you want to know against who? Because this is gonna piss me off.
I already know. As soon as you said that, let me guess.
Oh no, I might be going there.
Logan Paul.
Yes.
Knew it.
Oh god, the guy is getting sued for crypto scamming twice.
The viral disease himself. But anyway, going back to.
Okay, so it looks like WrestleMania is probably going to be ending. How do you think? Before midnight or right midnight East Coast time.
Considering the main card starts 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you got.
And plus, we get a 2-hour kickoff show.
Who gives a shit about that? There's no matches on there,
right?
And you have literally, 6 to 7 matches a night. I would hope it would be freaking midnight my time, meaning 8 o'clock. You.
Also,
at 11 o'clock.
Speaking of the main event of WrestleMania, they're still debating Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte or the Usos
still debating over that.
All right,
no, WWE's still in debate about that. Like, several want this, the other wants that.
Let me talk to you. I'm just gonna put it out there right now, and I dare somebody to freaking object. The Royal Rumble winner wins the main event spot at WrestleMania. Since the show is 2 nights and we know our obvious main event is going to be the men's match, then you give night 1 main event to the women's with the Royal Rumble. That's Rhea Ripley, a match 3 years in the making for a story of redemption. And the only women's title Rhea Ripley hasn't won to complete the Grand Slam. But I digress.
I do have one question about that though. I could be just blind and not seen it, but I have not seen anyone come on Twitter and say this was all part of the plan years ago. This was all planned out.
They'll say that
I
once
haven't
the damn
seen
match
it.
is over, and I'm sure there's one idiot that will. Say that.
And I would just be like, so let's see if I get this straight. Rhea Ripley was planned to lose the NXT title, planned to never fight Charlotte. Vince was planned to get fired. Vince was planned to be exposed. And Triple H would somehow get all this, and somehow at the end of all this, Rhea would come out on top. That would be like, that would require a ton of different scenarios that could go horribly wrong in between.
All
that.
I gotta say, even though the story has the build has been, but Rhea needs to beat Charlotte here to redeem WrestleMania 36.
Yep,
I'm just saying.
What else needs to be said besides that? I'm just freaking saying.
Well, here's the thing, though. This is another problem with the KO Sami and Uso match.
What?
If that's not the main event, I would ideally say it should open night one, but we know what night one's going to be, so should they open night two?
That's what I was thinking because
I hope they go down that route.
Jeff Meacham literally said, make night two about the story. What is the story? The Bloodline, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Solo Sikoa, Paul Heyman, and at the very end of it
there's
all,
a hot take I have for the Bloodline storyline that might piss some tag team enthusiasts off.
Go for it.
You have to permanently disband the Usos after this once Jay breaks off.
Definitely.
King, I see your reaction. What's your thoughts towards that?
We need this story to have a massive impact. We can't just have the generic Roman lose everybody. We need to have splintered, permanent scars for the group.
I get what you're coming from, but I just don't
if
see
Cody
the
could never challenge for the AEW World Title again, then WWE has to take a risk in losing the Uso group.
I don't think that's going to happen. As much as I like your idea, and I don't know how I feel about it, 50-50, I'm not sure WWE's going to take that risk.
I mean, with the fact that tag team wrestling, like I said, for the longest time, has been so pigeonholed and irrelevant, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn winning the titles and rescinding the division to go against the likes of Braun Strowman and Ricochet or the Street Profits. Again, and
Imperium.
Yes, I think everything, and I mean this sincerely, I think practically everything in WWE needs to change the day after WrestleMania. And that's what I'm going to say is right now. Cody Rhodes wins the title.
No, that's to be given.
I just can't see Roman keep it. I don't care about 1,000 short damn days.
That's the only reason they'll probably think about. Here's the thing: heading into WrestleMania, there were two reports about the main event match: Roman and Cody. They don't know who to pick. They don't know who to pick.
So again, WWE has booked the greatest story in the history of their business, and they don't know how to finish it.
Pretty much. They're risking the Drew McIntyre approach.
Well, we saw Drew McIntyre, and what he become? Karaoke singer.
Yeah. That's not
okay. You want to know something? You want to know something about that? I found out why Drew McIntyre did that karaoke stuff out of nowhere.
Why?
With Tyson Fury at Clash at the Castle? Why?
Apparently, Drew and if I was an native citizen of where they were at, I would have been pissed being insulted that way. Drew genuinely thought that they would start a bloody riot over the fact he lost.
Yeah, that makes sense. The reason why you're in his home turf.
And I was just like, is your confidence in your own people just that down the river? Like, I know people were pissed over the Bray Wyatt, Seth Rollins debacle, but that was a legitimate reason to get pissed. You lost 1, 2, 3, not disqualification. This was something we paid for.
But to be fair, Sikoa made his debut that night for a chance that Drew had.
But it was still 1, 2, 3. It wasn't disqualified. Let's cancel
Roman
everything.
Didn't do it all on his own.
Well, he's a heel. That was going to happen.
But people are tired of that, which is why I believe, again, Roman needs to lose the titles. When was the last time Roman Reigns actually won a match legitimately all on his own?
Jey Uso, Hell in a Cell.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyway, Cindy,
but you want to know what I'm thinking WWE will be tempted to do?
What?
If WWE had the stones to do this, they probably call up Jacob Fatu and say, "Hey, can you come here and screw Cody Rhodes out?"
They aren't gonna do that. We're freaking.
Yeah.
Don't they already got enough problems with MLW as we speak?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Exactly.
So there you go. So Cindy, you were talking about you're hyped up for the women's match, tag titles. What else as far as this card outside the main event are you excited for?
Oh, I'm excited for the experience altogether.
That's what I want to hear because at WrestleMania,
there it is.
It is the experience as a fan of this industry that should be on everybody's bucket list, regardless of where you stand. And WrestleMania 40 very well might be my first. So as we talk
WrestleMania 32 was my first.
Yeah, again, you did.
WrestleMania 29, and I got to see the Undertaker's last undefeated streak match.
WrestleMania, I don't feel like, even though I have shitty seats, but I was there.
Cindy, there's a reason why people in nosebleeds are still there, and they said I was there at WrestleMania. Period.
And I won't change every minute.
As we look at Raw's last 2 minutes, Bloodline in tow. Here comes the Usos.
Your longest reigning undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions.
Watching their youngest brother, Sikoa, try to fight back here. There's a super kick. Of course, Roman Reigns with the plan. Weakening the opponent. Bid Uranagi hooks the leg too, and Cody gets the shoulder up.
No, kick out. Oh,
the resiliency of what? Whoa!
I knew this was gonna happen. Ooh, new Titantron, nice.
Yeah, it's so much better.
But I'm glad he still got his theme back.
Yeah, I'm so glad he's got his original theme back.
The Monday Night Raw logo, though, you guys notice it? His Titantron.
Yeah, I'm just saying a little bit of foreshadowing. I will say this about your idea about bringing up the Usos, Eric. Backlash. It's not WrestleMania Backlash. It's Backlash.
Yes.
How many times has Sami Zayn said that, Jey Uso, you were the one that wanted to backstab Roman Reigns in the back and haven't yet. And I'm the one that did it. What if WrestleMania, he finally pulls that trigger and Jimmy can't believe it got Battle Bros? By the way, Crossroads and Cody Rhodes wins.
Called it.
Cody beat him.
You're not going to have Cody lose before WrestleMania. Simple as that. Anyway, so I could see, I'm just going to put it out there, I could see Jimmy versus Jay at Backlash. If Roman's gonna take time off, allegedly, for a long-term vacation, absolutely over-deserved, and Paul Heyman with the phone up in hand, you knew.
I wonder who he's calling.
Oh, I got a pretty good idea, King. I'm just saying, got a pretty good idea. But again, I think the bloodline ends as it is at WrestleMania. And Cody Rhodes will finish the story. I got Cody Rhodes winning.
I think everyone does.
I mean, at this point, if you don't have Cody Rhodes winning, what else are you thinking? Seriously.
1,000-day reign for Roman. That's what the other option for people.
So a T-shirt and absolutely nobody else on the roster can ever beat Roman Reigns is what you're saying.
Here's the thing. I would be like, if Cody doesn't beat him, you had one last chance. You had the chance for Drew. You missed it.
Yep.
You have the chance for Cody. If you miss this,
yep,
it would have to take like 2 more years just to get someone else.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's got to be now. It's now or never. Finish the story. Bring it all together. That's all I got to say about that. And as far as the other stuff goes on this card, again, guys, fun little pre-hype top, but there's your WrestleMania card. If you do want to see it again, you got freaking 4-way men's showcase, 4-way women's showcase, the 4-team now, Chelsea Green, Sarah DeVille, Brock versus Omos, both women's championships on the line. I think both could change hands. Intercontinental Championship triple threat, Logan Paul, Seth Rollins, Demon Finn Balor versus Edge, inside Hell in the Cell, father versus son, Ray versus Dominic, Bloodline all in action, except for Solo Sikoa, but I guarantee you he will be a valuable part in either of those matches. as the usual defender against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And of course, we have Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes finishing the story for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. And it all
guys, I got an update on the Hell in a Cell match
with John Cena versus Austin Theory. But what's your update?
No red crate of hate. We're going back in black.
Thank God.
Serious?
Yes,
Oh, we
PW
are.
Insider reported this.
Oh, we are.
Glorious day. This became the greatest WrestleMania of all time.
Yes.
About damn time.
Thank God.
Oi, that's all I
Oh,
gotta say
also,
about
guess
that.
who might also be at WrestleMania on Edge's corner?
Gangrel.
Yes.
Girl.
Might get that real
Or the
blood.
Brood entrance, probably.
Now, will we get a Brood bath at some point? Like, after this? Or, like, the theatrics of this match alone is going to be worth the price of admission. And now you're telling me there's no longer the red crate of hate. That okay, I'm officially excited. There you go.
And also,
Me
it
too.
will also be part of Night 1, the Hell in a Cell match.
Night one.
Night one. Okay. So Cindy, of course, fantasy booked her own night 1, night 2, kind of like where things are. Raw didn't give us it. We still don't know where every damn match is taking place. What the hell?
No,
Like,
we'll probably
I
figure
want
that out
Asuka to win.
Friday.
All right, I want to see the match placement. I know John Cena versus Austin Theory's match is going to kick off night 1.
Correct. We know that. And we know Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes going to finish the whole thing. It has to.
Okay, so pop
got
up
that.
the screen again. I'm going to say this.
Cindy, go
So
ahead. Cindy, go ahead. Close us out with your match order, and then we'll all bid our
Okay.
fine at you.
I just need the graphic. Can you pop it up, Noah? Thank you so much. I'm
Absolutely.
going to say how many matches we have total to confirm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 matches.
Correct.
Okay, so 13 matches depends on like the time length, of course, to split
And entrances.
and entrances. So it's going to be like 6 to 7 matches.
Correct.
Okay, so I can see for night 1 we got John Cena versus Austin Theory for United States Championship match. That's going to be the first one.
Yes.
I think night 1's going to be 7 matches and night 2 is going to be 6 matches.
I agree.
Because
night 2 they're going to be tired as shit.
it is. Yes. So John Cena versus Austin Theory will be night 1.
Okay.
And then I could see, of course, the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match.
Men or women?
Women.
All right.
Women's going to have to showcase it. Obviously, it's going to be Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul.
Right.
Boo!
Agree.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Seth Rollins versus
Curb
Logan
stop
Paul.
him into oblivion.
Yeah,
And do it again. And then do it a third time.
And again,
exactly. And then we're going to kick things off with, of course, the Hell in a Cell match.
That's the fourth one. All right.
4th one. And then, honestly, to say this, I'm going to take a look at it from the standpoint. I honestly feel, let's see, if it's something has to be a cool down match.
After Hell in a Cell, cool down.
After Hell in a
Right,
Cell,
'cause
the
the
cool down
entrances
match,
alone.
it's going to have to be the men's tag team, the Fatal 4-Way tag team.
okay.
Both showcases on the same night. Okay.
Both showcase, maybe. Who knows?
All right. So you have
And then
5.
Well,
Okay,
like, you can have Brock Lesnar and
Yeah.
Omos be the cooler match because who really cares?
It's going to be the cooler match for night 2.
That's what I mean. I night 2 is going to be the bigger stories. I feel
Yeah,
like.
except it's already been confirmed. I'm looking on Wikipedia just to be safe as well. Brock Lesnar versus Omos is night 1.
I mean, it is
Night
Brock
1, okay,
Lesnar.
so Brock Lesnar versus Omos switched that for the men's, the Fatal 4-Way men's for that.
Roger that.
And then Charlotte versus Rhea, and then the tag team title match between the Usos versus KO and Sammy.
Wait. Time out. You just put Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley as the semi-main event for night 1.
This is
Yeah.
no order, but
Actually, Cindy, you also have another thing. It's also been confirmed Damage Control versus Trish Stratus, Lita, and Becky Lynch for night 1.
night 1. Okay, so let me see.
Oh, okay.
Let me check Wikipedia
Well-
real quick. Okay,
Yeah,
hold
does
on.
Wikipedia actually have actual real updates about this that I'm unaware of?
Exactly, because I don't even look at Wikipedia for WrestleMania. Let's see
Because
what night 1
Wikipedia,
and
yeah,
night 2 look like.
that's a trusted source.
They have like 5 matches confirmed for night 1, and they
Wait, let
have
me see.
one match for night 2.
Which is Cody versus Roman.
Yes.
Of course.
Okay, so here you go. For night one, John Cena versus Austin Theory. Austin Theory versus John Cena, okay?
Right.
And then
Okay.
Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul. And then Damage Control versus Trish Stratus, Lita, and Becky Lynch. Okay, cool. Brock Lesnar versus Omos. That's 4. Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley. That's 5. And then I think we're going to have to add in 2 more matches.
Right.
I would say one of them would be a cool down match.
Clearly.
Yeah, clearly
Yep,
a
gotta
cool
be.
down match.
I probably would go with the men's tag team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the men's tag team, like the Fatal 4-Way, and then to close up, well, possibly if they're going to switch or not, the tag team title match.
See, the thing
Possibly, but I also read they also are considering putting Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio on the first night with the Hell in a Cell match.
which makes sense because Judgment Day as a whole, we have Final Judgment.
I think that would make sense, having like Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Like Judgment Day would rule night 1 and Bloodline would rule night 2.
Yes, that's perfect.
Ding,
Okay.
ding, ding.
I like that.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, Judgment Day night 1, night 2 would be the whole that's
The
perfect.
Bloodline.
So that way that Charlotte and Rhea could
Closes
be
it out.
it.
That'd be the last
And
Judgment
I
Day
can
match.
think motionless and what? Yeah.
Exactly. They would close it out. So you replace Flair.
So perfect. Okay, so Austin Theory versus John Cena, first of all, and then I think after that, have the Hell in a Cell match.
Damn, just right into it.
Right into it, though. And then Omos versus Brock Lesnar, of course, and then Damage Control versus Trish, Lita, and Becky.
Right.
And then you'll have
4
Rey
right there.
Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio.
That's 5.
That's 5. And then 6 would have to be Charlotte versus Rhea.
Which means that everything else would probably be night 2, and I'm assuming you would open night 2 with the tag title match.
Night 2 would be the tag title match. Yes, tag title match would be, and then the women's tag team showcase match.
Oh yes, because neither showcase was booked night 1, according to this.
That's right. And then you could have fucking
Right.
You said it.
You said it. Here's the thing.
You said it.
Not me.
You said it.
Okay, here's the idea. How about you have Bianca and Asuka next. Then you do the remaining tag team matches. Then you do McIntyre, Sheamus, and Walter.
Yeah.
Then we do the main event.
Yeah, the curtain jerkers, the Intercontinental Championship match.
Yeah, definitely.
The curtain jerkers.
Yeah, that would.
I say that politely. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead.
That means night 1 will be focused on is Judgment Day, and then night 2 is the whole blood. That's perfect.
Yeah, it literally. So
I demand money.
Yeah, you got.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead.
Here you go, demanding money.
Well, I mean, hey, again, he wants royalties. He's never going to get it. It just is what it is. So we got Cena versus Austin Theory United States Championship, the Hell in a Cell match between Brood Edge and Demon Finn Balor, Brock versus Omos, Damage Control versus Lita, Trish Stratus, and Becky Lynch, Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio, Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul, and Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley. Closes out night 1. Night 2, you got the tag team title match, the women's showcase, Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair versus Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship, the men's showcase match, the Intercontinental Championship match, and then the main event. The whole thing closes out with Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes for the Undisputed WWE Universal Championship.
Yes.
Yeah.
Boys.
Also, we need to give commitments to Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
Did you all hear about Did you hear what happened at the Royal Rumble?
What?
Okay, think about this. Rhea Ripley was at number 1 and 2 spots, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
She dislocated her knee
Oh,
early in the match.
and she still went through the whole damn thing.
Yeah, she popped it back in and was like, I can keep going.
She did
I
what
have
Finn-
learned from the best, mostly Kenny Omega. I
But
can
also-
keep going.
Also, Finn
Yeah,
Balor
yeah.
popped his shoulder back in place. Hey, look at that, Judgment Day. And the
Yeah.
only difference was he had to relinquish the title and go into surgery the following night. Rhea Ripley did not have to do that.
Also, you have to also remember this. Why didn't WWE think of a backup plan if Rhea's, knee popped out when she had to lift Nia Jax up?
Oh gosh.
Oh,
I don't know. I got nothing.
Yeah,
have
Rhea
nothing
Ripley
either.
worked that whole match with her knee pretty much partially popped out, and she had to finish the match with her legs. So that's saying a lot.
Yeah. 7 matches night 1, 6 matches night 2. I think this order is pretty much on point, folks. I'll do that for my form order too. And I'll send you all the form here shortly in the ATW thing. So, bottom line, stories need to finish. We have Final Judgment and we have the Bloodline Saga. And both of those will culminate at WrestleMania.
And then you got also there's one more thing. I just realized this. If we're going by theory, WrestleMania night 1 will be the night of the Judgment Day, and the Bloodline falls on night 2. So WrestleMania is the night of the villains, and night 2 is the day of heroes.
That's a fair take, considering if all Judgment Day wins night 1, Bloodline loses night 2. Yeah, that's your only dominant force in WWE as well. It's an interesting way to shape WrestleMania, but I still have speculation of disbelief when it comes to a couple of matches on night 1, like Rey Mysterio and Dominic. Now that we know that Legado del Fantasma will probably be cornering Rey Mysterio, where Dominic only has Damian Priest because Finn Balor going to be in Hell in a Cell. Rhea Ripley's got to focus on Charlotte Flair. Those two cannot get involved in anything else if they're going to have a chance of winning their matches.
True.
So that's just a fair take I have about that. And whether or not the Trish Stratus...
Well, Rey Mysterio does have a major disadvantage, though.
What?
He's been saying he's considering retiring at that night.
Oh, so you mean to tell me after WrestleMania...
This might be the last time we see the master of the 619.
Means he just put his mask down in the middle of the ring and just walks away.
Oh, no.
I mean, he is inducted into a Hall of Fame. Just keep in mind.
That is true. But also, Edge was a part of the Hall of Fame. But yeah, he came back. But yeah, this is good. This is different, though.
God. I just had a realization. I think I know how Dominic's going to win.
Edge is finishing out the way he wants, but it doesn't mean he's going to be done at WrestleMania.
Yeah, but I just had a realization.
What?
Go ahead, Eric, but y'all get to your last one.
Dominic is going to lie, cheat, and steal Rey's mask.
Or burn it. Judgment
Day.
That too,
but he'll probably homage to Eddie Guerrero just for the hell of it.
It went
and speaking of Edge, I think the Toronto date for August will be the last time we see Edge on SmackDown.
You really think so?
Well, Edge did say that this is going to be his final year, and I think the Toronto date in August for SmackDown kind of gave it away because he wants to retire in his hometown of Toronto. So in August, on that SmackDown, on that Friday, he's done.
And I do think Finn Balor is going to go over because who are you going to invest more for a little bit more longer, Edge or Finn Balor?
Finn Balor, clearly. There's no debate with that, I feel like. So, I mean, yeah. Well, again, and when we talk about Judgment Day, we talk about maybe Trish Stratus turns heel, still up in the air. Still up in the air for speculation. Cindy, well done.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. Also, guys, just a heads up, if you guys heard of this guy named Stefan Johnson, he's a very known guy from TikTok. Oh. He does voiceover. He does snack review. He's the one that actually campaigned to bring back the Oreo Cakester. That's all on him. He's the one with the voice. He's actually going to be the voiceover for the NXT Stand and Deliver.
Oh, nice. Big game. Okay. Congratulations.
Let me go ahead and play Steph. This is Stefan Johnson. Yeah.
Get a little bit of an insight to his work. Oh,
also NXT is probably bringing back an old name from pay-per-view world.
What?
Battleground.
Oh dear.
Bron jumps in WWE.
I don't know necessarily if we need that.
I don't know either. I don't know how I feel about that. If they could bring that to reality, to be honest.
Especially for NXT.
So this is Stephon Johnson.
All right.
Let's see here.
Okay.
The light.
The light. Don't stare into the
Sorry,
light.
guys. I botched. I'm having a tech. That's him.
Oh. So what's gonna happen to his career if the United States bans TikTok?
Oh.
Yeah, which everybody's not too happy about it, and so
Is there a petition? Is there a petition in place, Brian, that's trying to fight against it?
They are.
Which wouldn't surprise me. Again, I can say what I want about social media. Not all of it's bad. A lot of it is actually encourage and help people. Anyway, congrats to Stephon. Nice.
All the fun and excitement of Oreos into a soft
Listen
and
to his
luscious
voice.
cake. These things smell amazing when the richness of the chocolate.
Oh, he's got that hip hop vibe that this NXT is all about. He's got that vibe. He works. He works.
Yep.
By the way, good.
Definitely.
There. I'm sure. Allie.
He has an Instagram page, by the way. Just letting you know.
Nice. I'm sure Allie appreciates that because I bet she's a fan of those as well. Also, Allie get well soon, and Chris Statlander get well soon. Stop it! Stop it!
I'm just an alley boy.
Oh wait! I just had Cindy. Listen. If you do see Lex, send a video. Say, "Yay, Allie! Yay!"
Or send him a yay, Allie.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the butcher will.
You were so close to getting an episode out without the.
You were so close to get away with it, and then you brought it
up.
up. You had to bring it up. This is your own doing.
Meanwhile, the butcher faces Orange Cassidy ATW International Championship this Wednesday on Dynamite. About time he gets a title opportunity. I personally hope he wins, but I kind of know what's going to happen, so it is what it is. Yeah, and maybe Bianca goes heel when she loses, or do you get finally Bianca Belair versus Charlotte Flair in a whole different sort because someone has to humble the damn queen? And is Sheamus going to complete the Grand Slam? Is that the only reason they did a triple threat to preserve?
Yeah, he and John Cena are pretty much the only ones that never won the IC title.
It still baffles me that John Cena never won the Intercontinental Championship. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's also still really baffling that all the wrestlers they could have thought for Brock Lesnar, they had Omos, even though you had Walter right there.
Oh,
so let's just put it out there. Omos versus Brock Lesnar over or under 7 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
See 3 amazing shows.
Under 7 minutes.
I get to meet Jon Moxley and all that, but it is what it is.
Yeah, pretty much.
Did they?
Yeah.
Over or under 7 minutes, Brock Lesnar versus Omos.
Under.
You heard it here, folks, in ATW.
Yeah, piss break.
Yep, under.
I mean, you could go up the stairs, or I don't know how high you are in the arena, and go grab a concession
I am
stand.
very high, but I'm going to look for some food.
Are you going to be pretty close to a corridor, or an aisleway, or in your dead middle?
In the middle.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Good luck.
Boy.
Actually, I'm on where I'm going to be at and people and all that. Who knows?
I don't know. I've never been
inside. Here's my response. Good luck. I will non-religiously pray for you.
Cool meeting up with the wrestling club.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, they're going to be. Yeah.
Plus, you'll be potentially the first person to be part of the ATW meetup group, and before any of us, because Wrestle Dynasty couldn't happen.
Don't freaking remind me of that.
Stop bringing that up, dude.
I am still all of that. I demand Madison Square Garden attendance. That's not WWE.
One day.
We could have all went ahead and had Swarma like from the Avengers.
Dude, man, look.
One day, dude, it'll happen. One day.
I'm tempted to try for Toronto, but I've already set my sights for SummerSlam because it's only 2 hours away from me.
I'm tempted to go to Toronto.
Well, again.
Oh yeah, there's a reason why WWE is going to WWE has SummerSlam in the way they are right now, and how they have it themed after where they are at.
By the way, I love the logo.
In Detroit, Michigan.
About damn
Yeah.
time they give away
Logo,
the damn
yes.
star logo.
Logo
I love
so
the
clean.
logo.
So
Yes.
clean.
Yeah, speaking of that, apparently WWE is trying to look more cooler for the buyers
Now, of
who would
course
buy
they
them
are.
out.
Oh,
Of course,
God.
because
So they were like,
sale,
okay, we
remember?
got to go to these cities that they love us and are very hot wrestling crowds. We got to get that. We got theme shows around their show.
We're talking about
to look
Detroit,
cool.
Michigan, and the Ford Field, the center place of the Battle of the Billionaires, WrestleMania 23, that had nearly 80,000 plus people.
Yeah, I don't acknowledge that event anymore, mostly because if I do, then I have to remember, oh my God, that guy was president for 4 years.
And then Cena was driving around Detroit and all the way up to Ford Field, driving like a maniac in a Ford Mustang. Yeah.
That and CM Punk was a background guy.
That was WrestleMania 22.
No, that's WrestleMania 22.
Oh, yeah.
In Chicago. He was actually part of the Money in the Bank ladder match opener. Still one of my favorite Money in the Bank ladder matches of all time.
Yep.
Freaking Edge broken in half under Jeff Hardy from that. Golly, that dive.
From that diving leg drop onto the ladder. My God.
Was that leg drop or a senton? Because he got all his body in that.
I think it was a leg drop. I think it was.
Man, fair enough.
I have to look back and see.
Yeah. Well, bottom line, guys, get your sleep, get your energy drinks. Yes, I have Mountain Dews. I have not messed with one since noon, but I definitely will be chugging them like hell.
Oh, yeah. And driving's going to be pretty interesting. My first road trip, long distance.
Road trip.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure Los Angeles will be a plenty surprise for you, especially after what the governor did.
And Taya Valkyrie said, be careful of traffic because there'll be a lot of traffic.
I know that's why we're going to be leaving hella early, though.
What is Taya Valkyrie actually doing? I don't know if she's booked for anything. I don't think she is.
Yes, she is. Some super show she's doing, I think, on Friday.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
I forgot what event she's doing.
I wasn't sure because I know Impact Wrestling just did their Canada thing at Windsor, St. Clair, and by the way, Summerverse will be at Windsor, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm almost tempted for that as well. But again, Price for Passion, it's only so much money, only so much time. By the way,
and how's the water, by the way?
What?
The water in Ohio. I heard it's contaminating.
Yes. Was a thing again.
Are you surviving?
Well, so far I'm not Flint, Michigan. If that tells you anything, when we
don't
usually
worry. Don't worry. There's a storm in Los Angeles that's threatening its water supply too, so we're all screwed.
Well, there you go.
Well,
again, people are just wondering when is California going to be washed away underneath the tides?
Speaking of that, remember, did you hear it snowed? Did you hear it snowed in California?
Jeff and JJ showed me it. Yes.
It's true. It's in the mountains also, and I could see like, oh man, the snow in the mountains, like in my area, which there was no snow. And when I was driving on my way to work, like, holy shit!
Yeah, how's that for a sight for you, Cindy?
Well, I have something that one of my friends told me who lives in California.
California. What?
He heard about the governor and what the governor did in response to these horrendous disasters.
What did Newsom said?
What?
The governor basically did this. Okay, everyone, it's time for action. Well, see you, everyone. I'm going to pull a Ted Cruz and leave you all behind.
That's a politician.
Oh, God.
Cindy, let's be honest. That's accurate.
Yep.
All right, guys. Good stuff. Good hype. Always good to chat with y'all anytime. Next time we will reconvene under normal conditions will, of course, be the All Elite Zoom. 3 hours this week as we look at the premiere of AEW All Access.
All Access.
And then, Cindy, again, I wish you never but safe travels and an incredible time. We'll definitely reconvene after we all get our voices back.
Oh, I found out what Taya Valkyrie's doing on that show you were talking about.
Oh, please tell me.
Was it Prestige?
Yes, that's it.
Yes.
Yeah, she's fighting Mayu.
That's right. I forgot about that. Miyu Yamashita. Yep. Also, congrats, Impact. You're sold out to Sacrifice, nearly sold out Rebellion right now. And also, of course, the sell again, Multiverse United. But also, prior to that, they have the first ever live Impact special. Homicide, what the hell? Versus Will Ospreay, Kenta versus Josh Alexander for the Impact World Championship, and Miyu Yamashida's in-ring debut on Impact Wrestling TV too.
Yeah.
I'm definitely tuning in for Impact. I'm definitely tuning in for Impact on that one.
Impact's in a better place, like I said. Impact has never been better since Celebration 2020, in my
And who
opinion.
knows if you guys will see me on TV on Friday for Supercard of Honor.
Potentially, yes.
I expect.
Yeah, we will try to, and we will.
Either way, get us a picture and see what you can.
Like, you got on TV interacting with Jon Moxley.
I still can't believe that friggin' happened. And Jon Moxley and Aubrey Edwards was walking right there across
At least I was on Rampage with my phone.
Yeah, you were on Rampage with your phone. And I took a picture with Kip Sabian.
So, Cindy, you need to get a sign eventually saying ATW represents.
Oh, I'm gonna do that. I need to buy.
But one day ATW will come together at a wrestling show too. But for now, I think we'll conclude this ATW review. This was a lot of fun. It wasn't really predictions; it was more discussion, and that's all I feel like we all truly needed, and I feel like we all wanted. Got to give the people what they want. But I digress. Good night, guys. Good night to everybody who tuned into this. It's been the ATW View WrestleMania Week hype. There's so much we didn't even discuss, and I know there's so much that you all look forward to too. Until next time, with the controlled chaos will certainly ensue. I bid y'all now a fine adieu, and everybody enjoy what is to come during, before, and after WrestleMania.
The Yay Alley edition.
You stop that!
I'm just.
Well, we had to end
boy.
on a laughing note.
Of course, you had to end on a laughing note. Well, it wasn't like a bad joke done by James Hebert. Go check out his watch on folks. Good man. Again, shout out to the entire W fam. Indigo, happy late birthday. Looking forward to all your real takes and everything this week. Shout out to Kid Bennett, Kaiser Man, Preacher Man, Kaiser Flan. And of course, everybody. And like I said, Mary Jade, all the best. Megan Chiba, the whole family. Casey, JD, you know who you are. Good night, folks. Thank you for tuning in once again to another ATW View. Happy WrestleMania week. We'll see you next time.
Allie.
Stop it.